Doing live, then you're on. Okay, Space Museum. And I go, Assalamu alaikum, Bokai. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba platform. And welcome to a special edition on the Jollof Football Bantaba platform. I'm gonna combine two shows today. One of them would be the weekend recap, but that will come later. But first of all, I have here Space, and we're going to discuss about the 2024-2025 GFF League season, the awards. Of course, as you may know, Space TV and Jollof Football Bantaba have a partnership to, do Man of the Match, Player of the Month awards and Player of the Season awards. And this was the second year of our partnership to see to that these awards were given. But it is something that has been going on for a while, especially as far as space is concerned. Yeah, there is a sound coming on my feedback. Space negotiate.
Yes, Simalao, live in
Okay. Yeah, but anyways, welcome back. Sunday we chapun la si Gambia football show. I'm not a tight well time be the whole people would run. But it's good to have you back again. No for them.
Mr. Chama, Santa Yala Magi fine, Alhamdulillah. Yeah, you are at Magi Tat and Buba. So we can be, but yeah, time on Magi ni Santa Yala Magi enough time. Punimuna I'm sure be there.
Yeah, well, man. Today we want to talk about the awards, Samga. GFF First Division League. I'm not anybody never look like Space TV. I care football what had in their cover female league B in their cover second division B, which of course is based on capacity. Capacity is not big enough to cover all the leagues in the Gambia, but Lul Moneka maybe the aim or the target if we can. But today we will be focusing on the fourth division, GFF fourth division. Last season, again we completed the season. Awarding nine, like eight players, player of the month, and like one player for the player of the season, and another for the leading goal scorer to keep track of players. It's not about even the giving part, but it's more about like keeping track of the players that are doing well in our league, which is what we own. That's why I believe this awards is huge. It's not about what we do for the players, but about the visibility that we give to players, to help them, being seen. Hamsen talent, I think Lul Monica the biggest takeaway from the awards. And like I say, we wish we can do the same thing for the GFF second division because there's a lot of talent in the GFF second division. We wish we can do it for the female football. There is a lot of Gambian female talented players, but because we are limited in terms of the capacity to cover all those cover all those leagues, so we just focus on the one we can do for now, and hopefully, if in the future we have good partners, good support, then maybe we can expand and then cover all the leagues of Gambian football, ensuring that the talented players in our league are being, ñu ngi leen a wone ñi nga xam ne ñoo nekk di players ñoo xam ne ñu ngi touching league beeg yooyu noonu, and that is the objective of it. What from your point of view, which is you started this initiative to do the GFF player of the month every single month, expand to team of the month and all those kind of things. Lan nga si doon sentu as a person boo starté lii nii.
Mr. Chama, jërëjëf sa laajte bu am solo bi di ko rafetlu ba baax a baax di jaajëfal ñëpp ñu xam ne ñoo déglu mbaa di ñu seetaan pour tontu sa question bi mooy yeah initially to be honest I was doing this just for fun la woon. It all started comme time ma daan organize local football suma neighborhood bi foofu Bruce bi su game bi jeexee ma ko updates on my status xam nga rek for fun diw moo score comme like what I'm doing right now on my page xam nga so then someone a friend of mine Pa Ndiaye is now based in Sweden moo mën a waaye lii fanaa bu ñu ko def comme liggéey de xam nga rek comme ubbi sa Facebook page xam nga ngay update comme ne ma yeneen journalist ni ñoo def like I said man jànguma journalism am not a journalist passion la rek moo tax ma dugg si lii léegi so bu ma waxtaan ma ne ko ok naa try def loolu noonu naa ubbi Facebook page so bu ma defee loolu den si lañ ma boole ak suma benn boss mooy Fala Boy so moom moo ma advice wax ma comme na dama guideline daal nu ma créer page bi xam nga lu ma war a am pour def then bu ma defee loolu noonu xam nga so things started xam nga rek ma gis ne comme ma ngi see gis njëriñ daal and from there xam nga rek may follow Gambian football di follow players yi di jéem a try di post initially comme du ma daan bind article sax wala comme di bind gars content aussi dama daan post gars rek xam nga and from there si laa door di xam nga rek man foog ma gën koo yaatal daal may bind article xam nga di bind gars seen jaar ak yooyu noonu so noonu la thing started daal xam nga may door di def loolu ba sant yaa tey si xam nga rek comme mi ngi grow alhamdulillah yeah so loolu la woon rek yëpp passion la rek seetu ma soon dara nag wax dëgg neex yàlla dama bëgg a Gambian football rek because man footballer laa woon dama teel a bàyyi rek boo dama gaañu waaye I know how it feels pour nekk footballer fii Gambia dama gisoon comme play yu bëri comme duñ daan am di visibility am bare comme ñoo xam ne ku ñu naa wane àdduna bi yëpp wala am di social media comme diw mi ngi def jaloore bi waa diw ak diw so loolu dafa laagoon bu baax a baax waxuma ne amul waaye dafa laagoon bu baax so man tam si laa ñu ba idea boobu ne comme footballer man tam foog ma am ñu ma taxawalee booy di leen post di leen jaay di leen bindal content ba ku nekk gis leen so noonu laa ko dooree di ko def ba sant yàlla tey si xam nga ñu bari tam njëriñoo nañ si ñu bari gis nañ sa bopp sant yàlla daal.
yeah ba pare yaa ngi wax gis nga si njëriñ xam nga gis nga si njëriñ I know xëy na ku toog ku déglu dina fa ne ok njëriñ bi mooy ne xëy na is coming back to you or but I believe ne when you say ne gis nga si njëriñ moo nekk the visibility bu mu jox those players the opportunity bu mu jox those players honestly I believe that this is where you are referring to. But if you can elaborate more on the njëriñ boo gis depuis boo starté lii nii lan nga si gis ne moo nekkoon the biggest benefits of it.
Yeah, njëriñ mooy lu ma mën ci mooy ok am naa connection with most of these Gambian players nga xam ne comme ñii ne xaw ma leen woon sax ñoo xam ne in Gambia and in abroad ñoo xam ne comme xaw ma leen miinu ma leen but tey xam nga rek because of lii tax na ma ama gaay connection xam nga yu bëri comme doona suma diggante gaay and again tam xam nga because of lii tam moo tax ma am this partnership ak yow ok xamoon naa la boo tam comme miinu moo bu baax so because of loolu lii tam moo tax ma am this partnership ak yow ak ñeneen ñi nga xam ne tey comme ma ko waaye xam nga dégg nga si benn boor bi xam nga rek comme yeah jege nañu bu baax support nañu si benn boor so all because of lii moo tax ma xam nga rek ma am loolu noonu mooy si njëriñ bi daal si gàttal daal but not like I say comme daf ma njëriñ fully come for now because yeah pour wax la dëgg léegi-léegi lu xam nga we struggle am naa loolu nañ ñëw si loolu noonu yeah we struggle sometimes ak yooyu I struggle xam nga yeah but sant yàlla daal
the challenges yeah definitely we will get to that but now let's talk about the history of it wax nga ne you know you went through you started just posted but then if you can take us back to when it started and up to now how many years has gone and you know young players as some big names you have them through winning awards through this Space TV initially and then now SpaceTV Football Bantaba Player of the Month awards.
Yeah, it was way back in 2002 just door
2022
yeah 2022 yeah Silako door is around I think May, June, July, May, June that Silako door. Then yeah, some of the players benefit the first player bu nika win suñ player of the season was time boobu mu ko def doore duma daan def player of the month doore bi comme player of the season rek laa ko def mooy this guy moo ko nika win mooy Lamin Jaju of Hawks mooy Mbegere moom moo njëkk a win player of the season bi mooy the season 2022 bu ko Hawks win league bi tey sant yàlla am tamit nekk na Portugal xam nga bi play Europe alhamdulillah he is the first player nga xam ne comme moo ko njëkk a win boobu duñ ko fàtte and again tam then the following season si la ko door di def player of the month di ko expand and players su ko win of them am signing professional contract Bojak is the first player bu njëkk a win player of the month bi mooy Adama Bojak of Steve Biko now played for Reims in France moom tam am nga sant yàlla am sign professional contract ama these are the players yi nga xam ne ok comme ma ko waxee tey am rek wel balaa ma part nag yow ñu xam comme man ci man win nañ ko tey ñu ngi nii di play abroad sant yàlla bu baax a baax
Santa Yala Bahaba. And Morohe on earlier season we just ended. That is the second year of our partnership. Last season we covered it, and then this season too. Alhamdulillah, the season the GFF a player of the month or player of the season as well as the leading goal scorer. We made our team of the season. Again, it's all geared towards giving visibility to players in the local, playing locally in the Gambia. And I will elaborate again on how I will emphasize again. The target is to be able to do it for every league in the Gambia Football League, but because of capacity, and as you can always know, you always see space to this hour is the main setup of it. But he cannot do that alone. This season was another very challenging season because you are talking about 8 months of football, and then you are monitoring every single team. Even if you are not there physically, you are using other people's means. You follow league break, you like keep up to date every single. So those interactions, everything is a challenge. It's not easy for everybody to every time I get talk the call, kuneka birkama felenele, kuneka soma felenele, mula wax nakala game bobu neka deme, you like keep up to date the performance of the players, the goals, the assists, everything. You are keeping them in check for the whole season, 8 month season. You just got every single player. So congratulations to you. Understand? Me, I do just a little part of it. Just a little part of it. That is some guy. My def so much information me, my jail. But again, this keeps me, keeps my mind so fresh about Gambian footballers, even though I'm not watching the games. But right now, I can tell you who, like just recently, yesterday, or let's say on the weekend, somebody just sent me a message. The message was, "Who is the hottest striker in Gambia right now?" I don't even need to come to Space because Space has given me all this information already. Just about information, definitely player of the season, definitely team of the season. So, who is the hottest player in the Gambia, hottest striker? Of course, you have to talk about Abdullah Juf, who was the leading goal scorer in the league. You have to talk about Musa Sise, who is at Falcons. He also scored a lot of goals. Alaji Wali, he has already left. So he asked me the players in the Gambia. So it's easy for me to do that. And that is all made easy because of the work that you are doing. And you don't even know about that. So congratulations to you. To be honest, for another wonderful season. It's a very daunting task. I can imagine every single week, every single month what we're going through on the behind the scenes. So congratulations for the season. Yeah, now let's talk about the season we just ended. Like I say, at least 10 hours we are given, at least 10 hours. It's not just about the time you spend to go and get those information, but also some finance that they do, make it look nice and all those kind of things. But about the season we just ended, tell us about the players you could win and give us a summary of the just ended GFF League season in terms of the awards for the Space TV Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month and season.
Yeah, Mr. Cham, thank you very much. Sa Kadi Rafet, sa words of was like amazing to be honest. Like I said, yeah, players who could win. First player because you could this season, Moiseni Bojang, Birikama United. He won the won December Mokowit. Then in January, Abdurrahman Job Nani of Hawks. Then from there, followed by Musa Sise of Falcons. Then Alaji Wale again, a player from Hawks also. Bakari Jata, BST Galaxy. Morgan April, May Musa Jaite of Steve Buko. And again, June, again another player from Steve Buko, Ibusama. And then the last player to win the player of the month was Abdullah Juf. winning in style, to be honest. Yeah, these are the players you have the winning player of the month from December by July. Like I said, it was tough. It was tough season. Tough 8 months. League B. With all the players that we were nominated. Um, yeah, most of them have feeling more than win, but luckily they didn't. These are the lucky ones. Nga no win this season. My this season this 2024-2025 season being. And again, the two players that won the prestigious award, that is the top scorer, and then the player of the season, that is Lamine of Real winning the player of the season, and then the top scorer Abdullah Diouf again, who won the player of the month in July, wins the top scorer. Yeah.
Yes, yes, definitely. So congratulations to all those winners. Like we say, like Nico Buba they were here. When I go and nominate more bit because I'm contract because how many players they nominated, yeah, players they win award. Most of them, do they get a contract. Especially last season, the first year that we did it, I think there was a lot of players. Abdullah Cisse, the Alassane Ira, Janks, Mohamed Susos, all these players. Maybe somebody fat here at but most of the players from that season, Khalifa Jata from
Lavin Silver, Owens.
Lavin Silla Owens, you make all these players, most of them they left at the end of that season. So and this season too, this and some of them have already some of them Alaji Wali, he has left. So hopefully tam ñeneen tamit nañ ci toppa am na ñoo xam ne they were close to winning it Moussa Ndiaye c'est dañuy gis mi make def trials in Sweden. So yeah, it helps definitely it does, but again it's a challenge, right? And that is the most important part that I want us to cover because as it stands, it's Jollof Football Bantaba Space TV, and I will not forget our the company that what's in it, Elite Braza, of course, that's close to me. They help us this season with at least taking it to another level in terms of trying to make the players more like more rewarding of their award because of players it a bit Send Jalore, and call FC pitch B. That is why we are calling them. So at least solid at least just that. But look, before we always give them something. You have to give them this certificate, and this certificate they can hold for their lifetime. You never know. And some of them will tell you that maybe this was the most important things they win in their career. And so, I receive comments, but maybe I don't want to come here and then say talking about all those comments. But you receive comments from players that you know how much they appreciate these awards. So, but we have to talk about the challenges that we face to bring this to make this thing possible. As space, I'm just a little bit of it. I would say I'm just 1% of it. The 99% of it is yourself. So you explain and you understand challenges. So got the fair time. Anybody who is listening to this, we will try to cut videos, because TikTok we are getting everywhere. So if anybody who help this course in terms of trying to promote talent we have locally, we are trying to do it locally, and of course, but local is more important. To be honest, this is the most important work. Those ones you have a good opportunity. You want to learn. So got a fair guy, you want them. But again, the challenges that we will face to make this thing possible. So, what do you think were your biggest challenges over these 2-3 years that you have been doing this?
Mr. Chama, once again, to be honest, nekkul lu yomba because full season I cover games then from Banjul to Basuri, Sarakuna East, going to the Gold Project, Bakau, Hamba, meeting like dafa meeting trop because you see meeting mooy xaalis bi nga dee génne ba foog nga fay pass at the end of the month foog nga jëma training nga réglé pour dina awards yi xam nga rek frame ak yooyu design bi ak campagne yi xam nga pour joko place yi pour rek ñu gis seen boppa. Like I was saying, to be honest, earlier on I was doing it for passion comme bëgg a gaañ football moo tax ma def ko xam nga but léegi gis na ne comme place ñu ngi see njëriñoo bu baax a baax a baax a baax. Yeah, you mentioned earlier comme place yu ko win almost 75 players yoo xam ne win nañ suñu award bi yëpp tey nekkal professional players waxuma ne lii moo tax gars yi ko at least am na si impact si seen carrière because ñun rek ñoo na koy def li joxe player of the month si league bi fii nii diga la fédération bi ñoo ko war a def because comme yeneen dikka ni koy defee but they not doing that but tam ñu ñëw asan xam nga rek independent body I can say pour ñu ñëw xam nga rek ñu jëm a bés ñu waa yeah commentary challenge is métti na because tam day sóorale comme man personnel balaa every month balaa month bi di jeex léegi-léegi ma toog sama si weer maa ngi dee si def nekk ni te foog ma war a jéem a try nu ma rek lay pour monthly awards yi léegi-léegi xam nga rek mu métti xam nga rek kam yaa ma raba si ni nga amee pour jënda frame design ko xam nga ñu printal la ko ak champagne yi xam nga fay sa pass dem fu munti nekk Basuri Bakaw Banjul foog nga fay pass a pass léegi-léegi comme so li see nga jël temps so daf day métti trop to be honest c'est que si nga xam ne comme ok yow nekkuloo di job wala xam nga rek foo ko yaakaare ne ko di ñëwee foofu xam nga waaye sant yàlla léegi-léegi xam nga rek mu tar waaw léegi-léegi balaa wen bi di dee nit moo bete ma bànne man parce que bos man nii la ma yàlla bindee dama nekk ni ki nga xam ne mënuma dem di taxawlu nit comme di laaj mënuma laaj noonu yarewuma loolu bon dama day gis ne comme saa yu weer bi di dee rek su jafe-jafe su amee jafe-jafe rek yàlla daf ma dee saafara ma jàppale xam nga si benn boobu ma tigi di receive call from someone somewhere ma ne bro ñeet di ma la dugalal dara tii li nga yokk ko si lii yeah but to be honest mooy di challenges bu bëgg ma gën a face especially comme ma ko waaye su weer bi di dee pour war a joxe award si léegi-léegi dafa fekk comme dara nekk si man waaye am nga door nga ko soo mun loo toog comme demuloo rek la mbiri award si pour jox ko gaay xam nga dafa ruslu xam nga dafa ñaaw pour xam nga rek nga war koo def so what you need to do is mooy foog nga jëm a try régler pour dem jënda this awards present ko gaay at least because most of these players pour mu wala diga dañ dee kontaan bu baax suñu leen nominaté waxuma la win ko nag waaye comme ñun nominaté two of the players yoo xam ne comme win nañ ko signing professional contract su ma la ko waaye well before ñu ko win dañ ma ko war a awra ne comme bro man fana man seen player de monde bi su ma ko winee dina ma dimbale bu baax a baax pour ma sign pro because dafa dee gis ne comme xam nga rek player su ko win bare comme dañ dee dem so ñun suñ ko wélee la ñu dimbale bu baax a baax barke démb rek maa ngi leen ko doon remind sax xam nga loolu la ma gaa wax gis nga ñu comme daf ñu jàppale bu baax so dafa nekk li nga xam daf dee métti comme ni ma ko waxee comme na ma ko laajee yee léegi-léegi xam nga financially daf dee tough on my side waaye xam nga comme ni ma ko waxee rek dañ dee sa yàlla xam dañoo muñ am ba affaire yu jot si ñu gis ne comme yàlla béyte ñu baanee waaye léegi-léegi ñu dugga sax xam nga rek dem jël ñëw jëlee loon sax ba si diggante suñu amee ñoom ama fee ko waat but yeah noonu la rek life moo mel noonu life foog nga sacrifice pour mun a am li nga bëgg ni nga ko waxee ñu ngi génnee waaye dara nekkul di dugga si because doorim bi last season gis na ne comme bi nañu ay sponsors pour joxe ko si compagnie si waaye kenn si ñoom uyuwut ñu so loolu dafa muy trop xam nga rek yaa ngi def sa képp lay kattan pour gis yaa ngi dina football Gambia ba jàppale Gambia players yi waaye gis comme yaa ngi bind donation letters pour jox ko si compagnie si pour ñu jàppale at least tam ñu play seen role help la boo tam ba kenn si ñoom respond neexut nag but again tam doo leen mën a forcer ne comme dañ ko war a by and force xam nga so suñu la respond tam xam nga rek yow li nga am pour def mooy just focus xam nga rek jàppa yàlla la si fekkal te noonu la yàlla kay def xam nga rek comme léegi-léegi daf si tey fekkal si comme mu koy even though daf dee tar sax but sant yàlla daal jàpp si gàttal.
Definitely. Yeah. I can attest to that. Yes, last season, we wrote to at least 9 to 10 companies. Pour guy new Jaffa see our see. And it's not just give me and then that's it. It was give me and then also I give you visibility at the end of the day. If you look at the page that Space is running right now, it's almost 30,000 Gambian people they follow. So you post everybody wanna read it because of important information will be there. So what any company when you support this cause, you are also supporting yourself at the same time. But again, Gambia has nothing to bo xamantene diga bu metti la nak man understand na because I popular judo popular fine and I know na xale doxe but nonetheless we will keep knocking on doors. We keep knocking on doors pour guys ñëw on board guys support am naa ne am na ñoo xam ne mën a support nag si suufa suuf xëy na why if you are a company you want to see yourself in whatever you are putting your money in and we are not just gonna take your money and then not give you something back. Like this award we want to make sure that you can feel get boppa Why again, problem in Gambian football, like we even have this problem at the highest level when it comes to attracting sponsors in the football. But we keep going, come knock over here. And then yeah, but then you know about the finances, right? One thing about finances, that's indefinite budget on how much it costs. But you also need money buttress at because of at the end of the day, you will do all the spending. I mean, we just do the supporting from behind the scenes, as but most of the time it's yourself. Understand? How much got a budget every month for Muna cover the player of the month in Gambian money?
Yeah, to be honest, same month with every month, roughly da nga dee war a génne 1,300. Loolu si 8 months yi soo ko waree calculate yëpp mooy dem na roughly by almost 11,000 or 12,000 pour player of the month yi rek duñ dee joxe. Player of the season bi ñëwaat awards yi, so roughly all together comme da nga dee mën a génne ba up to ay 25,000 or even more. Depend because léegi-léegi Gambia léegi-léegi apprécié mu high léegi-léegi mu low te da ngaa dem ñu ne la lii moo jar price bi dañ koy yokka so dañ koy yokka suñu boss na comme dañoo yokka affaire yi printing bi dañoo yokka affaire lii so ama rek du dee stable waaye lu gën a gën important mooy roughly comme si month bi dañ dee mën a spend close to almost $12,000 yeah comme si season bi mooy player of the month yuñ dee joxe nii yeah.
Yeah, roughly 12,000 at least to cover the league, to cover the monthly ones, and then the player of the season at the award for the player like the or the leading goal scorer, because those ones we try to make special trophies for them. And to be honest, like I've been always been thinking about this, right? Yes, the certificates are wonderful, they are beautiful. I'm like, it's beautiful, but at the end of the day, like if you had the support, maybe have a trophy every month, guy just trophy, well, a seal or something like that every single month. Like even the certificate, they can always go together, but sometimes these small trophies is something that you can keep for a better for a longer time and all those things. So that was the target. So I mean, maybe I'm a good partnership with companies or like any entity. Because if you can make this more attractive for the players, as well as, like I said, the gift is not the most important aspect of it. To be honest, as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing is the visibility for your players. You know, out there. You have right now, like people like you, when it comes to Gambian footballers. Like I don't think there is any person who trust more in terms of scouting Gambian footballers, even though you are not a scout, but I think I scout other teams like I'm not clubs like a space player be even last time we met Tijan Medina United sent chief scout bi lumba man every day suma ban page la nika ibi kan la space neka di wax ci page ambi, and he is somebody who is running a full football club in the Gambia, and the same thing outside the Gambia. Buba Jallow Fala Bowe, you mentioned him earlier. Buba when it comes to players in the Gambia, si kan la mo ñew space la mo ñew fu mu defal ko lolu nonu. So when it comes to scouting players, making players visible, lo neka def lolu la understand. So that is the most important aspect, is the visibility of the players. But again, you want to make, because of we are doing this for the Gambia, we are not doing it now. Because like you say, GFF ñoo ko waroon def, or like the federation or somebody ñoo ko waroon def, guy defuñ ko. So ñu ñoo léegi Space TV Jollof Football Bantaba ñoo ko nekk di ko def. But again, our image is going out there, and we want to represent our country as best as we could. This is what we can do. But if we can have better partners out there, better entities, join this cause, the image will be out there, beautiful for the Gambia. They are doing this thing. So, like, partnership days will come. Partnership days will come on board. Partnership. I hope like one of these companies that we approach at the end of the season may at least didn't get what we are doing, as well as because like just helping Gambian footballers or helping Gambian people, loolu nekk is a good thing. But so ko defee ba pare nga gis sa bopp in terms of your own image muy increase, because of like social media is the power now, because of the numbers in terms of advertisement and all those things. Most of these companies, they will put a lot of money, outside companies from Gambia, they will have a lot of money budgeted just for their advertisements. Why are we not doing it? Are we not, we just hope the companies will come on board and join us at least to cover these financial burdens that we have. That is not the most difficult part. Again, the money is not the most difficult part. Come lo dewa, yala una le japale legi we find a way to do it. The most difficult part is being there every single week. Like wherever it is, no matter what time it is you have to be there. Understand? Dinga buy sa like them. Time is very expensive. Understand? Maybe we don't know that in Ghana, but time is very, very expensive. Like, yeah. Let's talk about those challenges too. Did them see pitches see? Did them see the give awards last game? Man, if I could final game of the season, but my call mangini man aksuma seal you certificate you body ni aksuma trophy si I can hang mangi hard taxi bi mu ñew ak yoy non these things people don't know behind the scenes, but they all happen. Understand? Getting to places challenge la Gambia challenge. Understand? So amut mudo ak yoy non is another challenge. Let's talk about those challenges.
Yeah, Chama jërëjëf li nga wax dëgg la yooyu daanaka moo gën a métti sax comme for example nga war a dem sànni Bakau xëy na comme yow dëkkuloo boor bu yaa ngi dugg far away from Bakau wala nga war a dem Brikama sànni foofu game yaa ngi am yeneen errand pour doon wala nga war a mix comme balaa game bi start you have to be there because li nga update wala li nga post dafa nekk li nga xam comme xam nga rek comme fekkee nga ko bu baax xëy na doo mën a seetaan games yëpp at once comme noonu mu koy defee léegi su ma seetaan comme dama seetaan Steve Biko against Fortune dama dem mix comme képp ku seetaan game Real bi ak Falcon am naa someone foofu ki nga xam ne comme dina ma jox scores na ma update foofu noonu because man like I said dama am connection ak most of these Gambian ñoo xam ne comme dañuy seetaan football di xam football fanatic comme xam nga dañ ko all time ñu koy seetaan games yi so loolu daf may dimbal bu baax a baax ak ñoo xam ne comme dañ ko update seen page yi especially the scorers comme nanga yeneen football clubs ñoo xam ne comme every game ba game baa ngi on mi ngi ko update seen scores ñu ko update seen page yi léegi foofu laa ko di jëlee am na yoo xam ne comme moom am ko dee fekkee daf dee méré trop especially comme nu ko waxee aw ma moto moom waaw dama dee fay pass moom daf ma dee dama dee fay pass ba julaatu parce que waaw léegi last time am na ma doon dem seen game fanaa ay visit Basur la xaw ma dem ba Brikama sax ma jékki-jékki sax moto bi nga ñàkk am ku ma jékki-jékki rek natala ma sax mu set ma ko mu ne ma space bayal do na traje da moto wala kon aw ma moto de ba ma struggle so on a serious note nekkul li nga xam ne lu easy la struggle bi xam nga rek comme nu ko waxee soo waree calculer comme pass nga dee fay season bi yëpp soo ko defee boos Gambie moom pass moom dafa seet pass doom ba góor la xam nga ak nu ko waxee comme that day mën a enjoy awa bi sadako naa ist dama struggle bu baax after suma jarbaate ñoo mujjee jàppale sax because awa su ma doon joyee dafa bari because man keera la woon so xam nga rek maa ngi jëm a doon call taxi driver mu ñëw mu tam ma delay because man lu may def ma ko dee ko ma def ko on time that day tuuti ma late sax xam nga because xam nga rek ama bëggoon def yëpp in on time balaa kick off nga gis ñu mun koo present but taxi driver bi daf ma fail to ñëw so hatu ko la no taxi driver ko ñëw wala xaar ma jarbaay tam ñu ñëw xam nga affaire jigéen la seen sol du jeex but sometimes xam nga rek it went well ba present naa ko but gis naa ne xam nga comme yu ma dégg na challenge yu ma dégg na face mooy dem si grand si di siram game comme ni ko waaye travel su game bi jeex tamit xam nga war a jóge fu war a ñibbuwaat xam nga léegi sax nga am low batterie léegi da nga dégg ko soo demee ba àgga saa di update ko de ko ma foot maa ngi dem daaw xam nga rek maa ngi kee laa di update ak yooyu def relax léegi maa ngi update game baa ngi out xam nga so daf dee nekkul li nga xam ne luy easy trop tuuti easy la daf dee métti trop si gàttal daal bro nekkul job bu yomba tobi bilaay dafa métti xam nga comme man dama nekk di ki nga xam ne ñun lu métti doo ko dégg suñu kanam ñun xam nga rek lu ñëw rek comme dañ ko dee digaat mu roma doo ko gis suñu kanam duñ la ko def comme dafa métti waaye ñun ñoo xam li ñu naka di face toogo buñu dee face si field bi ak si season bi bon sant yàlla rek comme ma ko waxee xam nga rek yàlla ñu dee taawul te xam nga rek ñu ngi ñaan tam comme mu gën ñëw gën a taawul te soobu yàlla ñoo taawul tam
Yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, most of us what we see is just our Space TV player of the month is here. Is out, and then we say which is wonderful, and then we appreciate all every page because it's very important. That aspect too is very important. Like I would say is on sport journalist in far to be KB every single journalist who got hang so only me like ninga zoom see but every single page ku dee share wala even individuals understand yow nga gis sa page rek nga mu ñëw rek nga share ko ak yooyu noonu all this dafa yokka affaire bi because this is what we want understand at the end of the day léegi-léegi daf da ngay open a poll where some people have to vote and all these kind of things so if people make it visible then you can also help in the voting aspect of all these things because the work is very 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 hectic I can tell you man fu ma si dee def bariwul I can always tell you lu ma si dee def bariwul but the space there is a lot so if you appreciate the work and you are watching us please anytime we share these things just take it seriously and then share it as much as you can like it and all those things partage leen ko ñu mën a grow let it reach all the corners fu mu war a ega understand and also am nga players yu bari jaar nañ si léegi dem nañ ba make ko through and all those things so these are also people you can also come back and contribute and even some of them have done so right I don't know if they would like you to mention their names on it, but you can also do that. Understand? You can also mention that just to put it out there if it is okay for them. That's the important part.
Yeah. To be honest, nekkul place yoo xam ne comme ñu ko win comme beneen seen waa bëgg ma koy def pour rek player ñaari player daa gis comme ok ñoo ma si support si benn boor bi mooy Ali Sow ak Boubacar Steve Traoré yeah am na benn month xam rek jox nañ ma pour ma yokkandiku pour suma am rek awoon ma lay joxe maa ngi la jaajëfal bu baax a baax mooy Ali Sow ak Steve Traoré but the players ñoo xam ne comme winen nañ ko mus nañ ko win I don't think I receive anything from them but again tam jàppee ma leen ko tamit like still maa ngi leen a gën a ñaanal rek xam nga as time goes on in the future xam na la comme dina gën a grow leen ñaanal bu baax ñu gën a am more professional concern more contract nga xam ne comme dafay naa jàpp bu baax xam nga ñu tax bu baax xam lu nekk xëy na si but comme yeah these are the two players yi nga xam ne comme yeah dañ si dee jàpp ordre yoo xam ne comme nekkul player comme yoo xam ne ay fan la nii rek léegi ñu call ma sax comme bro ab téel lii wala dugal naa lii xam nga bot comme ni ko waxee rek personne la rek ñun doorin bi comme gisuñ si woon lii waaye tey ñu gis ne comme ok lii fekk nañ si so luñ si fekk rek comme ñu nañ koo jël te man si sant yàlla bu baax a baax
absolutely so going forward now of course right now we are in the break we are in the season bu ngi jeex next season again nañ ko kurtu kata waat day fa ega daal xam nga foog ñu kurtu kata ko but going forward of course we are inviting more partners anybody who want to work with us and again I will emphasize that coming to work with us is not going to be one-sided work and I don't even like that. I want it to be you see yourself and then I see myself in whatever we are doing together understand like any partner that is coming we are open for discussion to any partners and then try to help make more Gambian players visible and then make this awards more more attractive for Gambian players as well. But if you have any any words of Yobuga for any potential partners out there, what can you tell them and how can they benefit from this too from your perspective?
Yeah, chama mooy ok mooy na ko waxee rek nekkay li nga xam ne football ku nekk foog nga béy sa waa ñun tam ñu am ay partners ñoo xam ne comme dañoo dugal seen resources on us at the same time tam comme gars yi gisuñu seen boppa soo ko bàyyeel mooy buñ doon def that giveaway mooy Gambia ak ñan la woon fii mooy suñ ngeen bu doon play si Independence Day fii mooy si canti bi soo ko bàyyeel mooy this easy financial tàmbale ñëw nañ at least joxe dara pour giveaway ticket so tam seen tour was mentioned because ñu bari xamuñu woon easy financial ak seen vidéo ak seen naxatura seen budget si fu ñu nekk si Gambia bi so we did that xam nga ñu bari comme apprécié nañ gis nañ seen boppa am na ñoo xam ne comme dañu jógee ba baara sax yoo xam ne comme ñun nañ suñ yoo xam te giveaway bi that day maa doon raaw di joxe gaa si stadium bi xam nga so gis na loolu comme gis naa ting xam ne comme ñun soxla xam nga te ñi ngi ñaax ñi ngi xam rek nekk compagnie kam ñu ñëw ñëw béy seen waa daal comme dañ ñëw béy seen waa nii si neen rek solo ko suñu dugal seen soosé ñoo mbég se comme daal pour ñu promote seen compagnie bi xam nga dëkk bi xam ne ko Gambie dafa ndaw So am na yenn post yi nga post comme ni ko waxee sa page bi ak sama page bi man right now maa ngi close to almost 40k followers right now maa ngi am 35 likewise so luñ post rek am nga ñëpp a koo gis lu tax daf laa dimbal xam nga si affaire visibility ak yooyu so ñi ngay ñaa képp koo xam ne ko bëgg nga partner ak ñun rek you are welcome because li leen soxla nekkul li nga daf day easy comme ni ñu ko waxee mooy expedition bi ak xam nga struggle yu ndee fii ak yooyu dafa métti ki nga xam ne comme amuleen baga boo dafa taxaw pour di fa génnee xaalis pour di ko pom so waaye si gënal daal ñu ngi invite everybody any company boo xam ne par exemple partner ñun rek you are welcome.
Absolutely. So loolu leen bëgg a waay company si ñëw comme na ko waxee Easy Financial bu ñëwee we did it with them even like Elite Brazza right now is very well known too xam nga nit yaa ngi dem foofu noonu xam nga si football fraternity bi they are going to visit the restaurant and that so yeah it is going to be beneficial on both sides whoever is willing to come and work with us and we are welcoming every any company of course we will discuss it and then see the what we are promoting. Of course that is also something that we have to look at, but we are willing to work with any company that is willing to support our cause. Yes, please. Yeah, why you get prepare put nawetaan bi de wala ko yaa ngi prepare tay put nawetaan bi how is that going?
waa ma ne ñi ngeen nanka de nekk ni moom affaire si jege na xam naa yéen afle in 2-3 weeks time nawetaan bi dina start daal in suñ area so si loolu lañ nekk daal gis comme ay foo rek moo de wax fekk si ground bi ak suma team bi jàppale gaay yeah it's going fine wax ñun moom year round la so duñ dee embrace su ligue bi jeexee ñu gëdi ko si nawetaan bàyyee jeex xam nga ligue bàyyee it's dafa métti ama Gambian football fii pour run football Gambia dafa nekkul li easy so but sant yàlla xam nga as far as comme ñu ñëw ci yoon bi pour nekk xam nga rek nekk footballer wala bokk si football wala def si football so xam nga rek luñ ci am rek nañ ko xam nga nañ ko jël xam nga rek ñu dem ak loolu noonu so yeah it's going fine for now xam nga rek even though it's tough yeah so moom du ma dee am season du ma dee am relax war naa maa jigi loos laxo ay almost 3-4 months kenn du ma gis waaye mënuma ko bon mënuma toog idée boo xam ne dew ma sànni football wala dew ma training ground wala comme nekk ma di anything related to football comme dama dee feel ne suma dee bi daal it's a waste because xam nga rek man ku ma xam si football nga ma xamee daal yeah
absolutely why any final thoughts you bugasia and the season and if you wanna appreciate any efforts or any support or overall the season we pass any maybe you can use this opportunity to call it up.
Yeah, mooy di jaajëfal ñëpp koo xam ne jël nga sa time di ñu seetaan wala di déglu bos neexut nag te di jégalu xam nga bos wax neexut na am nañ wax yuñ fi wax yoo xam ne comme neexut ci noppa wala xam nga rek nit gisee ko leneen te ñu ngi jégalu baax a baax tamit comme ñu ngi ñaax ñëpp comme ni ko waaye aliaroon kene koo xam ne comme anyone koo xam ne bëgg nga partner ñu wala bëgg nga ñoo support rek bul hésiter mu nga ñoo contact xam nga we do it together because di leen soxloon buñ doon door man la woon and from there Jolof ñëw nañ partner ak man affaire mi ngi nga xam comme mi ngi yaatu soxla ne beneen partner tam boo xam ne comme bëgg naa ñëw pour partner ñi ñu liggéey ñu tundal football Gambia ñu jàppale football Gambia tamit so fa naa moo gën a rafet xam nga ku nekk tam bee sa waaram si wàllum sports daal si gàttal loolu laa bu pour wax daal di jaajëfal ñëpp
yeah definitely we are looking forward to hearing from companies new at least ñu tam ñu help them ñu jàppale wante la ko waaw so jàppale fii ma jàppale fële ñun ñëpp ñu mën a move forward inshallah mashallah waaye ko space affaire bi mooy loolu ma ne ko yaa ngi ko wàcc pour def this kind of content at least to talk about this which is very important I believe so thank you for your time and ma ne ko da nga soxla res nag da nga war a noppaleku nag ko yow nga wax ne da nga noppaleku nag si sobo bi nga seetaan game si rek waaw thank you
no naga ni moom moo tax ma resign as head coach sax boss duma dem comme dafa métti so dama day ñëw jàppale gaa training ground bi rek xam nga rek am build team rek yow den nawetaan bi moom Tottenham bi moom pare naa si dafa métti ñu toog seetaan rek ma amee lu ma sànni si rek bot énergie bi rek si Tottenham bi rek problème la so yeah but am naa ñu ko mën a def xam nga rek bu ko soo mee football soo fa nekkutee am foog mu am ñoom ñu fa nekk that's how football is yeah but yeah wishing my team this Bruce bi phase 2 ak bi ñu ñaari ko bi yëpp ma njaay am naa loolu du nekk Thiès bi nekkoon nag
waaye mooy loolu xam nga commencé fa nag ak loo wax some few things nag space mu ne ko rek stay blessed Karanjaay mu ne stay blessed sa lu no wax Basiru Sala mu ne hi bro mu ne ko Basiru nuyu na la ziar na la you fine mu ne Abdul Aziz Cissé play tomorrow AFC Campaign League bro of Musa Cissé Falcons do you know him space I don't know
Abdul Aziz Cissé play coming up brother no
yeah
so c'est pas moi
okay space is the real space is the real and half person for what he is doing. I respect him a lot. Kifa Barham.
Yes, masering.
Yeah, I guess. But when I move on, when you discuss about the weekend recap players, so if you want to stay around, you wouldn't go together. Like what's we figure like I'm them like nala bay.
Wow, nawetaan foog ma dem training ground ni ama war lasa way foog ma dem because kon mako way magi tos ma helagi fo so tama te time bi jege na fu nekk so si waaw yes fekk comme door di précis bi na waaw waaye comme time afisi jege na so ñu si team building ak yu yam so foog nga nekk fa rek jàppale gaa yee
nga jàppale xale yi foog nga jàppale xale yi yéen ni nga war a win di nga kopp so mooy loolu waaye jërëjëf thank you for your time yeah and we will catch up later
yeah thank you Mr. Chama yeah.
All right, my guy, in a bigger space. He was talking about we are talking about the awards, the SpaceTV-JFB Football Bantaba Awards. He does most of the work. We just do a little bit of that work. So the challenges that we even face, the small work we do, and compared to him, is the levels are different levels. So if we can help this cause, keep promoting Gambia footballers, especially in the local front. And we want to grow, the objective is to grow this into every corner of Gambian football. If our federation is not doing it, they should be doing it, every league out there, they are doing it. They are collecting data for their players. They are, keeping update on the performance of players. It's not hard. It's not hard because we also do in the Joy Football Bantaba, the foreign-based players every month. We can monitor which players are doing well. Just bring them together, put the vote out there. GFF have a 200,000 followers on Facebook and how many on Instagram. They have all this, but they are not using. They are not doing it. So we are here not to wait for them to do the work. So we will do our best and do it like you're not doing for them. We are doing it for the youth out there. And since we are our football football try to promote, then we have to do it. But again, capacity is the biggest challenge. So every time people will cry to me, like, why are you not doing this to the second division? What you can because of CGD in the same league break, like, but the simple answer is capacity. Space mom can cover the first division is a challenge. So talking now, the say about the second division, they are in the same league, and then there is some financial burden, which take everything. So it's not gonna be easy. So for the last 2 years, we have this ambition to grow it. But again, the capacity is still lacking until we get to that capacity. And this capacity to grow it, maybe companies should come on board and then try to push us since our federation is not doing it. And that is what we are. That's why we decided to do that program. I really want help for him. That's why I came on board. It was not to see the let's do it space. But I saw the challenges you make on the things you know that okay by new do gas in we can do it for him, that we can do it for him, and maybe we can support him a little bit, but we alone, yeah, xam nga ñun tam ñu ngi nii suñ page bi is, it's not the page boo xamante ne dafa reach level soo xamante ne xëy na it is we are getting that, like page bi is not giving anything to us. That is the thing. It's just the passion we have and then try to promote Gambian football. But for space, the challenges. And somebody call him and I'm gonna see football like personally I have my job, I will do my other things. I have somebody him apart with me, but again we have passion for what we are doing. So please guys, let's come and help any company. If you know any company that may be interested for disability space, no more than 40,000 followers that I'm almost on Facebook now. Let's come and support this cause, guys. And now I will just move on to discuss about the weekend recap. I did not do it for a very long time. We discuss about the Gambian players, how they did over the course of the weekend. So I will try to do a very short one. It's not going to be a long one. Usually I'm going to talk discuss, but I will do a very short one, maybe in the 10, 15 minutes. I finish it, and then that's it. So we start this discussion in England. In England, the key performances over the weekend where Yanko Minte probably and Ibuture. Uh, the championship, a lot of leagues started. The championship started. League One they already started a couple of weeks ago, but the Premier League will be starting next week. And Yanko Minte and his club Brighton, they played their final preseason game against Wolfsburg. They won 2-1 against Wolfsburg. When they played in the second game, they had a couple of games on the same day. Plus, the second team played in the first game, and in the first team, they expect to start in the Premier League next week. And when they played that game, he was very sharp again. You remember against Southampton, he scored a brace. And in this game, he did not score assists, but he was quite sharp. If you watch the game, you can see that. Next, Ibuture, Bradford City. They played out a goalless draw. Ibuture played in the left wing back role. So he keeps his unbeaten record since he joined Bradford City. Now they have 2 wins and 1 draw in the league, and a couple of games he won in the preseason as well. So he has an unbeaten record with them. In Italy, Ali Quadera, Sassuolo. He made his debut for them in a friendly game. They drew 1-1 against Mahdi Kamara's Brest. Adam Boyan yesterday he made his first appearance for Stade Reims. He started. I believe that was his first competitive start for Stade Reims since he joined them, because in his previous time with them he was mostly coming off the bench. Yesterday he made his first start for the club. But I was disappointed again. He was playing on the wing. They played a 4-4-2 formation, and Adam Boyan was not even a 4-3-3 on the wing. It was a 4-4-2, and he was playing on the wing. And then I saw that. I said, like, I thought the coach had, but apparently he hasn't. He played him on the wing again. I don't think he had the big impact on the game. On the wing, he will not. The game ended 2-2 for them. Started them. In North Macedonia, Mauro Jaju is a player we have not had for a while. Chuka, of course, he was somebody of interest to the national team, especially during Tom's time. Everybody was scoring Chuka should be in the team, But that time he was not really, as far as I'm concerned, he was not having the impact at club level. Like, he started the North Macedonian season very well. He scored their opening goal of the season, and then he helped them to the clean sheet this weekend. They won 2-0. So hopefully we can gather a good run of form, because he was a very talented player. When coming out of the Gambia, he was very, very talented when he moved to Europe. I can remember those days where Gambia and Guinea-Bissau were, vying for for him to play. But Guinea-Bissau probably wanted to go nationality to play them, because they are not Guinea-Bissau. But some guy, as a Gambian, he chose to play for Gambia, but he has not really have impact on the national team. He has been in the squad in the past, but he has not have an impact. And the last 2 seasons has not gone well for him. So for him to start this season very well, I think that is really, really good. It's really, really good, and I hope he can take this step up. He can use this as a springboard to revive his career. Chuka Mauro Jaju, and in the same league, North Macedonia, Babukar Gay, second beer. Gay They won 5-1 in their opening day of the season. Of course, they did not keep the clean sheet, but against second year won their first game 5-1. Yeah, Babcock Bay is doing really well with them. They have the Champions League qualifiers to play the second leg this midweek. Hopefully, they can make it in the Champions League as well. Then you go to Slovakia, Usman Kujabi, Podbrezova, 2 goals in 3 games. Usman Kujabi has 2 goals in 3 games for Podbrezova off the bench, coming off the bench for Podbrezova all the time in the last 3 games. And then he has scored 2 goals, which is really good. He's doing himself no harm to put himself in a position to be starting games very soon. Usman Kujabi of Podbrezova, and in the same country, Slovakia, Mohamed Haidara Pohronai, where Usman Kujabi was on loan last season from Podbrezova. Mohamed Haidara scored the opening goal for Pohronai in a 4-1 victory. And then you move to Bulgaria, same Sanyang, CSK Sofia. He started another game, 3 starts in a row for them in the league. They drew the game 0-0, which is good for Semi. Semi is also highly regarded in the Gambia. He's a player that, was very good for the under-20. And he has done well for the national team too when he's called upon. So seeing him getting regular minutes in Bulgaria, finally, is a very good thing. And then, helping in clean sheets and helping in precision, he scored a goal as well. And then you move to Estonia. Abdul Cham, my full privilege, Pa Abdul Cham. That's my family name, if you don't know. And then Mohamed Suso for Paide, they both scored in their 2-2 draw. In that game, the interesting thing was 4 Gambians were in the starting lineup. You have Babakar Suso, Mohamed Suso rather, Pa Abdul Cham started, and Kor Asapas and Kor also started for Paide. And also you look at the other club, that is Caleb Momodu Jallo, defender, also started for Caleb in the game. The game ended 2-2. You move to Ukraine. Alaji Wali made another start. This guy was his name again. Pafal scored a goal, even though his club lost the game, but he scored a goal in their defeat against Dynamo Kiev. Pafal has started the season well again. We go to Poland. Musa Juara, very lively. He got his first start for Pongen Shizhen. I cannot pronounce that guy. Shizhen. He made his first start. Very impressive performance again. He did not score. They lost the game 2-1, but he was looking sharp, taking on defenders, putting them all out of place. Very sharp, very sharp. I think from now on he will be starting their games because he's supposed to be their star player, but they were easing him in the first 2 games. Now he got his first start. That's a good positive. And in moving to Turkey, Ibrahim Sisse, another former under-20 player, Samsung Sport in Turkey. He joined them recently. He was there for trials, impressed very well in the trials, and then they signed him on a 3-year contract. And Samsung Sport, in their first league game of the season, they brought him on in the second half. He was supposed to be part of their under-19s, but now he's playing for the first team in the Turkish Superliga, coming from the Gambia straight to Turkey, and then getting some minutes in the Superliga is very impressive. Another striker who could be a very good player. He played for BK Milan, and then he was at Kolistar before he joined Samsung Sport in the Turkish Superliga. And then you move to Norway. In the Norwegian Eliteserien League, that is the top tier of the Norwegian League, Abubakar Sidi Kinte. I've been talking about this kid a lot. If you follow what I put on the Job Wabandaba page, you will know that I've been doing that. He put in another great performance this weekend. They drew the game 1-1. He was coming back from suspension. He got accumulated some yellow cards and he missed the last game. But he came back in this game, played 80 minutes. Unfortunately, he got a knock on the 80th minute. I hope the knock is not very bad, and hopefully he will come back into the next game for them. A very impressive kid. CIES Observatory, data company. CIES Observatory. They analyze players from the Finland, Norway, and Sweden, kind of Scandinavia, of course, except Denmark. The best under 20 players and rank them based on statistics. And Abubakar Sidi Kinte is at the top of this under 20 child, which is impressive. I told you this kid could be one of the most important players for Gambia for years to come. He is a special player, central defender. He can play left back. He can play left side of central defense in a three, and he's left footed. Top player. Yeah, Bakar Sidi Kinte. Keep an eye on him. And in the same league, in the second tier, Salud Drame scored for Lillestrøm in their 5-1 win. His fifth goal of the season, 5 goals, 5 assists in 18 games for Lillestrøm. Sweden, Abdullah Mane has not scored or assisted in 9 games, which is, I could not believe that. But this weekend he got on the goals. He assisted the second goal for Mayalde in their 3-1 win. Nonetheless, Mayalde are at the top of the league with 4 points gap. He has been playing every time and having impressive performances, just that he was not involved in the goals or the assist. So it's good to see him back assisting goals. In the second tier of the Swedish league, you have different sources. What a kid, top player. I was watching my brother Mo was in the game. Now he's a celebrity in Kalmar because every game he's there to watch Jibril Sose. And Jibril Sose is lighting up the second division for Kalmar. Another impressive performance from him. They were 2-0. They are the top of the league, level on points with Ogride. Right. So two teams usually automatically promote to the fourth division. So it's looking like Jibril Sose and Kalmar are going back to the top tier of the Swedish league. Jibril Sose is also playing as an attacking midfielder, which is impressive, like a box to box, as Mo said in his video. He's not playing as a defensive. We all know Jibril Sose from the other 20 as a defensive midfielder, very good, talented defensive midfielder at BSD Galaxy. But now he's playing like a number 10, like kind of a box-to-box midfielder, and he's very impressive. Like I say, everyone in Kalmar loves him. That's why my brother Mo is a celebrity now. If I go to Sweden, Kalmar, when I go, I'll be as a guy like them. Never get Czech Republic, nothing significant there. Ibrahim Singate was suspended this week. Jao did not score and what's his name again? Sanyang, Sanyang did not, he's still yet to make his debut. So there was nothing in Czech Republic. And we look at in Austria, Bundesliga, nothing significant as well. Bokal Bari, he came off the bench for his club Austria Vienna in the defeat. But if you look at the second tier of the Austrian league, you have Aliou Konate. Interesting. Aliou Konate, he coming from Gambino's academy. He joined this club, Amsterdam. He joined them. Like he made his debut, scored the 98th minute equalizer. He came in 3 days earlier on loan from Grasshoppers, and then he scored the equalizer, 90th minute equalizer. What a start to his career, 18-year-old Aliou Konate. I'm sure I didn't even know him until 3 days ago when I heard that he joined this club from our Gambian Fabricio 44. Bamba Suso, who also had a wonderful year last year with alumni in Slovenia, moved to Port Vienna in Austria. He made his competitive debut in their 3-0 win. He played 15 minutes. And finally in Switzerland, Seidi Janko made his second start of the league season. Seidi Janko, which is impressive, made his second start of the league season. For young boys, they drew. They were held in a goalless draw. Macaulay also played in the game. He came off the bench. He came as a substitute in the game. And finally, Abdul Jallo Jamano impressed in his first start for Servette in the Switzerland league, guys. So that's it. That's the weekend recap. Let me know your thoughts. Who was your most impressive player this weekend? Gambian player who impressed you the most? For me, it has to be that guy, Chuka. Chuka has to be I should have put him actually in the cover because he's been the most impressive player in my opinion this weekend, guys. There you have it. That is the weekend recap. If you enjoy it, guys, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do so to support us. And don't forget what we talked about earlier. The companies out there trying to want to support our work, especially SpaceTV, in terms of covering the league, the GFF league. Please contact us, and we can find a way to work together, guys. That's what I had for you today. Thank you for joining me. I will catch you guys on the next one. Jërë ngeen jëf, goodbye.